myself. I'ma get it by myself. Yeah. I'ma get it either way. I don't even gotta say what I want when I want. They just put it on my plate. I could get it right away. Take you through my day-to-day. Wake and pray, make that play. Get some good at my place. There's some on the way, cause my bros on the way. I got stones on my gold. I got loads in my safe. Had a 7-figure summer, so I'm putting on some weight. Set up getting thick, so I put it on display.
With his rhymes, I make a joke, everybody laughs. I know I'm funny, but I'm not that funny.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself. Some days I just have to check up on myself. I'm so icy, got that GG on my belt. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. Lost a lot, but I came out with no else. Thank the Lord for my people and my health. And I'm fine as hell from my head down to my nails. My man tripping cause I got another sale. He still buy me YSL. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I could get it by myself. These I could get it by myself. I'ma get it by myself, yeah.
The young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial. Do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish, nah. The story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in.
The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. The scene a short time ago, this crowd decked out in purple, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. We're ready for football, folks, as the Vikings get set to do battle with the San Francisco 49ers. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Defensively, Jimmy Ward in on the stop. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. In trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Cousins gives way to Cook. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. Well, certainly not the start they were looking for here as they come up on a 3rd and 14. Cousins. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by DJ Reed. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here we go. What do you need? You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. The completion good for 3, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
I got this.
To throw again on second down. Garoppolo. That is caught by the tight end, Kittle. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle there to make the grab. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Meanwhile here, a run on first down really backfires as he's going to be brought down well behind the line of scrimmage.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
27 yards there, a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage,
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook. 60 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Come on.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Linval Joseph able to get in there and drop him behind the line.
Here we go. 180. Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time.
Throwing on second down. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Garoppolo and the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin. And it's second down. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. 11 yards there, first down. These two teams all tied after one.
Here we go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he's got it. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. One receiver left, 3 to the right. This defense hasn't let him in yet. They'll need to stiffen here. 3rd and goal from the 2. Eluding the pressure right. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, look at that. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Cousins to throw it. That's caught by the tight end, Irv Smith Jr. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
But we spent a lot of time exalting the offensive masterminds in this game, right? They draw up these beautiful plays. They look so perfect up on the board. But occasionally, sometimes you just say, throw it up and let him go get it. How about that play?
Throwing is Cousins. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Throwing again, Cousins on 2nd and 10. That one into the hands of Thielen, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
They come out here in the I. They'll run with Cook. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A line of scrimmage, once again the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
I got you, boy. I got you, boy.
3rd and goal for Cousins. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
They'll come out in the pistol. Well, they're going to try this. They need 5 full yards to hit the end zone here on 4th and goal, but they're going for it. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
Right, here we go. 20. 12, fellas, here we go.
Back near his goal line. Here's Garoppolo. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. There's Garoppolo to throw. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender. Oh. To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on, come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points.
Hey, watch the slant.
They go play action here on 1st down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. Now a play fake here on 1st down.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Here's Cousins. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Akello Witherspoon.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Garoppolo. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. To throw, it's Garoppolo. And that'll wind up incomplete. Trying to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down.
Fans do love the long ball, don't they? And he already found his guy once. Tried to give him another chance there, didn't he?
Yeah, he did. Couldn't connect, but as you alluded to, he does have that touchdown from earlier, trying to keep him in the rhythm. To throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. He's going to sling into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, 2nd quarter, why not just run it a time or 2 and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may force them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
And Diggs has it. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play moves him all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. It's a short kick, taken at the 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Garoppolo on the draw to Coleman. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
11.
From the 40 now on second down. Garoppolo looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver. And now it's third down. If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Stephon Diggs, 45 yards. And the Vikings are going to retake the lead. And now they'll empty the backfield here as they elect to go for two. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And that is caught for the 2 points. So that effort gives them a 3-point cushion and guarantees that a field goal going forward won't beat them.
Yeah, that's really good strategy because that's all you care about. Not getting beat at this stage. At least give your team a fighting chance.
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Check pass. Check pass. Mike
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now Garoppolo. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And it'll bring up 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
The amount of that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And taken right at the 35. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Cousins on 1st down. Throw left side on target to Thielen. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Cousins now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. Now Cousins. It's complete to Diggs. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 23 yards, the final tally. Throwing, Cousins. And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And, oh, it's no good on the PAT, so they can't add on here. And our score is going to stay right where it is. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down. To throw is Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
It's a gain of 6.
Garoppolo now. Perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's first and 10. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Picked off at the 38, and the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
Here we go, here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
21. You got nothing. Shoot. Hey, gun. Hey, watch that.
So after the INT, it's Garoppolo. Well, Sanders has got it complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
11. I got you. Right there. 54, right there.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. Got the connection here to Bourne. A gain of 6 there on first. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
54.
Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. Open man is Bourne. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the fourth and final quarter. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
Here we go.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10.
Right there.
Again, they'll throw with Garoppolo. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. It's a first down on a gain of 10. And yet again, it's Garoppolo. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. Kendrick Bourne there to make the grab as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go!
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 38. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. What do you need? Watch your slant, watch your slant. Hey, come on, come on, come on.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Now a quick slant as the throw's complete. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll bring up second down.
11.
On second down, a run with Breida. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 7 yards there and a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Like 20. Here we go, let's bring it. Let's go, let's bring it. Let's bring it.
On first down, Garoppolo. That'll be complete to Breida. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down. Looking to throw, Garoppolo. And it's complete. In the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Touchdown pass number 4 of the afternoon for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Spins past him. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. From the gun, here's Cousins. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it down deep into San Francisco territory. Cousins finding Diggs on a big one. 41 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Cousins. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They get the crucial turnover, just huge, but now they've got the football deep in their own territory, and you got to be careful because if you give it right back, there goes your lead.
Have to be extremely happy with their defense.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. On 2nd and 15 now. Garoppolo flush to his right. He'll run it. And out of bounds across the 15-yard line. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
I like his thought process and his ability to move and get downfield. But what I didn't like was the final decision, to go out of bounds. They want to keep the clock moving. Instead, they give the defense an extra timeout.
Here we go. Black 80! 940, 940. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. 40's the mark, 40's the mark. I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play. Two.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. That's taken at around the 40. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. And it'll wind up being intercepted.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
They only got a yard out of that last completion. And that makes this 2nd and 9. Now Garoppolo. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long.
Twenty-one. 55. Right, hey, Alpha. Man out. Check 26. Check safety. Hey, alert.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. That's going to set them back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
He's checking. 11.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty.
This offense really put themselves in a tough spot on 1st and 2nd down, needing long yardage to try and pick up a first down, and they ended up getting a great run. Explosive, picked up nice yardage. You don't expect to be in this situation on 4th down, but guess what? It all started with what happened on 1st and 2nd down. Really put them behind the 8 ball.
And now a high kick trying to pin him back. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. And they're out of timeouts, remember, so this is going to have to be a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves them back 5. Well, Charles, this one's going to be hard to digest. You take the lead into the 4th quarter, lose that lead. Maybe they felt like they let this one slip away a little bit.
It will definitely feel like that because when you have a lead in the 4th quarter, all you talk about doing is finishing and closing a game out. But when you flip it over, how about that? Making the comeback and then finishing the game, sealing it on defense, they will feel jubilant in their locker room.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. From Minneapolis, so long, everybody.
Tell me what you want, what you need. Tell me what you wanna give. How much blood would you bleed? I'ma tell you I'm a misconceiver. I'm a believer. Someone better kick my fever. Tell me it's 100 degrees underneath my whole flesh. Everyone tells me it's a bit of a mess. Someone tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Take your eyes off me, you don't want to see me when I'm gone. Moral of the story was you're wrong. Everything I gave and everything I lost. Good things come at a cost. I left it on your head, and when you ever overstated, your thoughts are never everything you wanted when you want. I'ma take it in the head with the signs of the disturbed. I'ma leave it on the side. You run the Christ when I breath on this set. Let me speak on behalf of the dead. I'ma leave, I'ma speak. I'm the sick in the head. Come on, come on. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Tell the wrist I was never at the hit. I would never get it off my chest though. I'm forgetful. Someone better tell me I was always on the edge. Overstay your bearings, I would never underestimate. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off. Oh baby, my bets are off. Everything was better off.
Hey, how fit to be the boss? Let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. And I gotta win no matter what, like fourth down, Hail Mary, no punch. Like every time I touch down, I gotta stunt. Randy Moss, yeah, my numbers going up. All these trophies, what do I need any more for? Check the stats up, you can check the scoreboard. Check the stats, Jake Critch, I'm the QB. Ran it up and then I went and got a new freeze. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm place off. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off. Gotta go hard, I can never play soft. Giant in New York, I run it back like Saquon. If you ain't a winner, then don't come round. On my way to another city, it's a touchdown. Underlay, yeah, I gotta get it in a rush now. Let them hate, try to knock me down, but we got up now. You say that you ballin', keep it real though. Hey, why I never saw you in the field though? Hey, I make it look easy, it's a field goal. I've been grinding for a minute and I'm still going. How fit to be the boss, let me find out. My team ballin', you look like you need a timeout. I'm a star in the clutch, I'ma shine out. Working hard, yeah, I'm back on my grind now. Game on, took a loss, but I stay strong. Super Bowl rings, I just wanna play off.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago, this crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Santa Clara. This is taken about 7 yards deep, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Mike. Here we go.
Focus, defense, focus.
He's coming. We got double up.
They'll run for the first time here with Matt Breida. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Matt Breida, 75 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Wow, first play in the game, CD, 75 yards. These people, they haven't even filed in yet from the tailgate lots.
Everyone talks about starting out fast. Everyone talks about getting explosive-type plays. That was absolutely a thunderbolt. And on the defensive side, you spent all week scheming, all week preparing, and it seems like it goes right out the window.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple.
Hey, orbit. Check, Mike 54. Mike 54.
To throw, Cousins. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
It's a gain of 32.
A gain of 32 that time. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run, Cook. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 41 yards, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second. We do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10 at the 9-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry all the way back home.
Here's Garoppolo on 1st and 10. He'll get this into the hands of Breida. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
40's Mike. Pick me up. 65. Hey, 40's Mike, right there. 40's Mike.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down. Fast footwork by Sanders. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this, when he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
No gain on the play there, second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
Looking to throw on second down. Garoppolo. Open man is Samuel. Complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here we go.
Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion.
All day, dog.
There's Garoppolo to throw. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, 49ers. Emmanuel Sanders, 56 yards. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And that makes the score 14-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Cousins now lets it fly for Thielen. They've got his man complete. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a first down run is sniffed out from the start as they'll drop him for a loss of 4. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Cousins escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
54 Mike. 54 Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54.
Working out of the gun, Cousins. He wants it all for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete. This is going to be a good one-on-one battle to watch. Both of these guys play the game at the highest level.
Both of them are terrific competitors. They play the game with great athleticism and smarts as well.
And in this early round, the defense wins. he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Now after the field goal, Bailey will kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Here we go, here we go. Watch 80! Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. We got 3, fellas. We got 3. Showing it. 21. Come on, switch it.
Garoppolo gives to Breida. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
Here we go. Wait, 80! Go to the mic. Yo. 21. Check three. 13. Hey, gun.
To throw, it's Garoppolo. Gets this one to Juszczyk. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
I think the good offensive coordinators in the league now are looking at the fullback position and finding the right guys to hide in that spot and increase their passing game, as we just saw there. How about the run after catch? Racked him.
Well, yeah, whether it's a true fullback, a tight end you put in the fullback spot, you know they're going to be tough to bring down if you can get them the football in the passing game. Garoppolo on first down. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. It's caught inside the 25. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted, and we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Cook following the penalty. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll make it second down. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A gain there of 30 big ones. On first down, it's Cook. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And Diggs has it. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Cousins in the offense is going to stay out there. They're going to try on 4th down. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. And that's caught by Smith. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give them 18 there and give the Vikings a first down. The first run for the backup, Abdullah. Room here to run. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go, baby.
A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are back within a single score. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Bailey got the extra point, and it's now 21-17. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
A big play there for the Niners. 59 yards for him on the ground. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Daniil Hunter. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down.
Bravo!
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Let's go.
To throw is Garoppolo. And he's going to go down again. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. On third down, here's Coleman. 9 yards on the carry, but it's going to lead to a 4th down. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this one is going to just tuck into the bottom left corner as he gets it to go. And that'll make this a 7-point game. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner. Except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of 6s back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Deep forward. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards. Throwing. Cousins. Going deep for Diggs. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
James now to return. Well, that'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half.
Here we go.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Throwing deep here for Coleman. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. From From the gun, it's Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Here's Cousins. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Adam Thielen there. But now it's 3rd down.
I think he's a little trigger happy right there, and it turned into an ill-advised throw into their zone.
Well, we know he has confidence. He'll throw it any place, anytime, anywhere. That time it fell incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Yellow.
Now Cousins lets it fly for Thielen. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man-on-man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On the return, it's James. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
Got the connection here to Bourne. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 4-yard line.
So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now give coming right is Breida. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
You know, it's become cliche, but we have seen it and observed it. When runners have days like what we're seeing right now, they often take their offensive linemen out for steaks afterwards, don't they? They'll go buy them dinner. But after a play like that, he might reduce and might go to the corner and just grab a hot dog or two, huh?
Hey, I mean, they've still been blocking for him well in this game. They don't get one mulligan up front.
Okay, so what we're saying then is we're going petite filet instead of porterhouse.
8 ounces. 8 ounces good.
All right, just checking.
Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal try. This just a 24-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
That's fielded in the end zone. Gets around him. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so well. Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The linebacker, Fred Warner, right there on the coverage.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. It's caught inside the 25. A big play there. Cousins to Thielen. 41 yards.
6-6. Pull it high.
1st down. Here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Cousins flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
It's a gain of a yard, and it's 3rd down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, here's Cousins. Steps and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. D Ford picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's the 2nd sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And that will finish off this third quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. Bailey now to kick this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The field goal we just saw has us now at a one-score game, and on this side of the football, things are getting pretty tenuous, a little stressful.
Blood pressure up a little bit, you think?
I think up a lot of it.
Could you imagine taking the pulse right now? It might be like a jackhammer out there on that side of the ball, but here's what the deal is. I think what we've observed is a team that's been playing not to lose as opposed to playing to win. And they've got to get back to that, and that means opening things up again, being a little more free in what they're trying to get done on offense.
They run again with Breida, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Niners on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
51 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way we do.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Nick Bosa. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Cousins. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Third and long for Cousins. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Dee Ford able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Well, if an offense is going to throw the ball on this part of the field, any pass rusher will tell you that's his favorite part. Gets a chance to get after the quarterback. It's almost like a reverse red zone. They can create points using their defense, and this time they take their man down.
A good return there, 17 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Check. Crunch. 12.
On first down, here's Breida. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. On 2nd and 11 now. Garoppolo. And Garrett Selleck here on the completion. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a toss play. It's Breida. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Wait, you better breathe. I'm letting you know. 11. Check 24, check 24. White. Get hot.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Check three.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This is fielded at the goal line. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's hauled in by Doxson. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Here's Cousins. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. They go quickly here out to Doxson. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. The end result, 21 yards. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Cousins. And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a one-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
So still a chance with just over 20 seconds to go, but they need to get this one back, no doubt. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
54, Mike, 54. I'm going to run you over. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno. 36, 36.
They'll run with Coleman on 1st down. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5. And they're going to have a 3rd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
11. 54.
Now Garoppolo. He's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Everson Griffin on the sack, taken to the 4th round back in 2010. What a steal. So the victory here for San Francisco, and you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The 49ers get the win here at home as we say so long from Santa Clara.
Yeah. Hey, okay. 30,000 in the pocket, no change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Left pocket got pound. Somebody go gon' want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown. Step back, let me get some room. Congrats every time I'm through. Stay packing, nobody knew, so I never get confused. Hotel get a bird's eye view. Hotel get a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. Okay. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked. It's nothing new. Okay. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in ones. Throw it up, celebrate some news. Ay. I do a good job. Pull up and pop out and pull off. Head on and hood on. Pedal to metal. When I put my foot on, I got to put on. I got a bad one. They want to keep me. Oh, that's a good one. Pockets are dense. I think my bread is hard as a crouton. Receipts in my pocket don't come with a coupon. Yeah. Okay. 30,000 in the pocket. No change. Okay. I might pass the ball, but this is no game. Okay. All my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay. So when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge. Somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros. Left pocket got pounds.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Minnesota Vikings. Dan Bailey now to put the ball in the air, and we are underway from Santa Clara. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go. 180! Mark by 4. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
Here's the first carry from Matt Breida. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 15 for the Niners there and a first down. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. 13. Once again, they run with Breida on first down. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
Watch the slip.
Garoppolo. Eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watched that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin, 55 yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And the 49ers grab a 7-0 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Cousins and the Vikings with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. It's complete to Diggs. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. The left side caught by Diggs. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 45-yard line.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Cousins. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 39. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long. Cousins. Open here, Adam Thielen. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Now play number 7 of this drive, but it's a tough 3rd and 9. From the shotgun, it's Cousins. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a 3rd.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Hey, we're good, we're good. Hey, Charlie.
Now Cousins on 4th down. Open man is Thielen. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. Adam Thielen, 38 yards as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point up and good by Bailey. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. Here we go. The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here we go, here we
The
go, here we go.
49er offense set to get this drive underway. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 9 at the 19.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
I got you. Right there, 54, right there, 54.
Garoppolo looks to throw. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They run with Breida. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Here we go.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
65.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30.
Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. And he is going to wind up losing yardage here, as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down and long coming up. Well, that last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. Now Garoppolo looking for Sanders, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. 30. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
Check. Walk 54. Kill.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. Cook able to escape. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there, 1st down Vikings. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, in addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
They run again on 1st down. Cook. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. It's leveraged by the offensive line to create space up front. Really well done.
On 2nd and 1, Cousins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
21. Here we go. Check your backer.
This is Breida. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
152 fighter.
Working from the gun, Garoppolo. Deep ball for Goodwin. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete.
21. Go.
They run forward with Breida. And try to push his way forward, but I think he's going to be short. And he is short. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this one complete to Smith. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Cousins. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Vikings have taken the lead. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you've got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Here we go, here we go,
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. That 7-0 lead of theirs is short-lived, as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check three, check three. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist.
Here's Breida. J-Ron Curse in on the tackle. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Deep ball for Goodwin. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, 49ers. Marquise Goodwin. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Cousins setting up the screen for Cook. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed, but all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
Team 6, team 6. 57's right. Hey, let's get them home. Check. 2. Check.
On 3rd down, Cousins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far, so maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game? Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely, and that sack finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. So on fourth down, Britton Colquitt on the punt. The 49ers have Richie James back deep. Fielded just inside the 30. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
13 yards there and a Niner first. Now it's Breida. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
What we got?
12.
Throwing now is Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
If they want it first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on 3rd down. They'll run here with Coleman out of the gun. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Kendrick Bourne, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd down. Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10.
You better be ready. Don't be scared of it. Tight dog. Hey, check 24. Watch
21.
Mark 55.
On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. On the right hash, it's a 43-yard attempt. And this is going to be no good. He missed it off to the left, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Cousins gives way to Cook. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but There are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones are...
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. DeForest Buckner getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Cousins. And a pressure gets to him again. Nick Bosa in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Third and long for Cousins. And Diggs has it. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, but they're still well shy of a first as that leads to 4th down. Bailey's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. They don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Vikings pick up the football. And they are going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. So problems here on special teams, and it results in the scoop and the score.
They talk all the time on special teams about keeping your head on a swivel, trying to see the whole field. Hard to do when things are going that fast, bodies all over the place. You're just trying to find the right guy to align yourself with. On that play, wow.
Bailey got the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Pass complete here to Sanders. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 18 yards, first down Niners.
Here we go.
First and 10 at the 44-yard line.
Garoppolo now, first down throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
They'll toss it to Breida. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up third down.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Got him in. He finds Sanders. A well-executed 22-yard gain. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 12-yard line. He's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Throwing on 2nd down. Garoppolo, flush to his right. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here in Santa Clara. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. On 3rd down, Coleman. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
And there's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, here's Cousins. Complete. Smith has it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down.
Brandon, just mark that under the category of just not successful. Trying to throw the ball, just didn't work on that one.
Completed it. No yardage. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 11.
Hey, Haywood!
Working out of the gun, Cousins. And he's got his tight end, that's Smith. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Cousins. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 46-yard line.
Jahan, 180! You must be dreaming. Switch! Hey,
Cousins again. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 39.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
A first down run, not going to get him a whole lot. Maybe a yard. Yeah, it looks like just 1 yard there, so that'll bring up 2nd and 9. Now, the objective there, I mean, yes, the positive gain, that's nice, but work some clock.
Yeah, you're exactly right, but the problem for them is still within a possession, so they can't just sit on it running the ball. They have to find a way to throw it effectively as well.
Cousins throw complete to Thielen, and brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 15 and a Vikings first down. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They run it again with Cook. 11 yards there, first down.
I know we're in the era of wide-open football, a lot of spread formations, more space, but there's still a spot for power football, and we just saw some of it right there. How about that run?
Yeah, breaking the tackle, and, you know, late in this game, he wants the football in his hands. He's had a good day. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5, pickup of 3. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
So 3rd and goal, and the 49er faithful making some noise for their defense. Now Cook. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And Bailey able to knock it through. And that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, you know, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Now Garoppolo. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Trey Waynes, the Michigan State man, right there in coverage. Tried to go for the big one there on 2nd down. Now they're likely down to their final 2 plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. One final try now for Garoppolo. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Xavier Rhodes with a pick, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.